Hi, this is just a quick video to show you how to use the ACE lead tracker file. This file should be used to keep track of any leads and inquiries that you get within your business. It also doubles up as a to-do list, and it really helps me to keep on track of follow-ups and things like that with any relevant people that I need to. So I've got a couple of extra sheets in here, but when you open this up, you'll see just the data sheet that will just look exactly like this, be completely empty. You'd have these headings at the top of each column. So you'd fill them in as appropriate. So literally your date will get filled in as date, month and year. So 1st of December 20. You'd then put in who the inquiry was from, so the person's name. So it might be Bob, he might be from company A. Then his phone number, his mobile number, what he's interested, which one of your products he might be interested in, because it just gives you some feedback as to what your inquiries are coming in for. So in my case, it might be they're inquiring about training. What is the estimated value? Well, a workshop is £300, so I'll just pop 300 in there. What you'll see at the top of that column is that there's a total, and it's a formula which will just keep a total of the whole column. So as you add in new inquiries, it will keep adding. You'd then say what source, where did the inquiry come from? So this is really good at keeping track of how effective your marketing is being. So if you've got a new website, you can track what inquiries you get through the website. If you've just run a promotion, you can see where the inquiries are coming from. So here I'm just going to pop in website there. You can then scribble in there any notes. So it could well be that you've spoken to Bob and he says, you know, maybe contact him in January after Christmas or something like that. So you can put those notes in there. The next three columns are where the power comes through this spreadsheet, basically. So in this cell, you would put in the action. So what's the next follow-up action? So it might be to make a call. So actually physically phone Bob. When are you supposed to do that? Well, I would say let's do that. Let's not do it first day back after Christmas, maybe. Let's make it the 6th of January 21, let's say. So let him get his coat off and make a coffee first. Okay, now this cell here, the status, what you'll notice is that a little arrow popped up to the right-hand side of the cell. So this is the only one where it's not free text. So if you click on that arrow, it'll give you the list of 3 options. So you can say what the status is of this inquiry. So at this moment in time, Bob is still a potential client. So we'd allocate him to potential. So as we select potential, what you'll notice is the whole row changes colour to yellow, because Bob is still a potential, so all those inquiries are all highlighted in yellow. I'll just quickly show you the other 2. So you've got clients. So once Bob says yes and he books his training, he will turn to a client and he'll go green. But if Bob says, you know, I don't really want the training actually, then we'll make it the inquiry dead, which changes the whole row to black. So if you've seen any of my spreadsheets before, you'll know I'm pretty obsessed with colour, and I just think it's far easier to look at things when they're sort of colour coded, and that's what that's all about. So that's how to fill the data in. I'm just going to go to this other sheet here. This is one I've made earlier, one I've populated with some dummy data. So if I click on data here, so you can see what I mean by the colours. So you can see straight away that the green ones are things that we don't need to spend any more time on because they are already converted into clients. What I mean is not spend time on them, but not spend time on the inquiry. The black ones are ones that have already said no, and then the yellow ones are the active ones that we need to follow up. Okay, so what you'll notice here, the dates are a little bit out from where we currently are. So the date of next action here. And the beauty of this is that it gives us a follow-up plan of attack. So using the filters at the top of the column of the date of next action, what you'll see is all of those individual dates are grouped into months and years. So if you wanted to see what do we need to do in July, we can untick the select all box and just tick July and click OK. And then it temporarily hides all of the other rows that are not July, and we can, so that then becomes our to-do list. The other thing on that filter is that we could expand July and select specific dates. So we could say, well, actually, what do we need to do in the first 2 weeks of July, and just choose those specific dates. But it becomes that easy to manipulate the data, so you can see exactly what you need to be doing in the next couple of weeks. You can check exactly what's what. The beauty of this as well, put it back to normal, is that we could at any point update these dates. So I could make that, I'll do that 27th, I'll do that actually the 7th of January 21. So then we actually get another year. So we get 2020 and 2021, and all these dates are grouped by month and year automatically. So I can expand 2021. I can then see this January, which I can then expand, and then I've got the one date in the 7th. So I could just untick 2020 and just show the 2021 actions. Okay. With these filters as well, I could actually filter them on any colour, on any column by colour. So on any of these columns, you get filter by colour. And because every column contains the colours, I could say here, just show me the yellow ones, just show me the open inquiries, because these are the ones we actively need to make some, take action on. So again, this then helps us to sort out our to-do list. The other really useful thing here is this value. So as we apply these filters, this value amends. So if I just put that back on all, so the total value of these inquiries is 35,000, so 35,900 actually. So if I was to filter on just show me the yellow ones, filter by colour, yellow, it then shows that of the 35,000, there's nearly 15,000 worth, £15,000 worth of business still to be had if I chase up these inquiries. So that's really powerful. That would certainly motivate me to start picking up the phone to these clients. Okay, again, we could filter by the green one. So of the 35,000 inquiries, we've actually converted nearly 20 grand of it to clients, which is fab. And they're really good stats to have as well. They're really good information. Okay, again, this is fab because it gives you all the people who have already bought from you. So in this instance, you can see that this company P has had some workshops, which is great. You might want to contact them and see if they want another product. So it just gives you that information. It's very, very useful. The other thing that this file gives you, there's 2 extra sheets here. So here we have actuals and pipeline. So this is a pivot table. This is a pivot table here in blue, and linked to the pivot table is a pivot chart. So as you select this sheet, the numbers will automatically update as from this data sheet. And it shows us by status and by month what the total values are, the estimated value. And then it plots all those on a chart. So you can see that the blue line is the amount converted to client. So you can see that we were doing pretty well, Jan, Feb, March, then it dipped in April, and then it's jumped back up again in May. So it's really obviously good to see that consistent. The really important thing is looking at this red line though, which is the potential, because that shows you this is your pipeline of leads for the future. So it's good to see that that's looking healthy, and if not, you can take action to, generate some more leads, put on a promotion, or do whatever you need to. We've also got this tab here, which is source, and this is literally just a pie chart, and this shows us for where the status is client. So for all of the inquiries that have turned into a client, it analyses where they came from. So you can see there that 61% became inquiries through networking connections. 26% came through social media, and 13% came as referrals. So it's really good there to be able to analyse what your marketing streams are and how they're working. So it's a really fab spreadsheet. It's dead easy to use, just to enter the data in. So I hope you find it useful.